Hey y'all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're on I-17 trucking north. Just left the Winslow area, heading up here to Montezuma Castle. Old castle built right in the side of the mountain. It's kind of cool. Old ancient ruins of Arizona. Alright, should be the next exit up here. This is a town called Camp Verde. It's a big casino. It's very RV friendly. A lot of RVers come here, parking a lot, go lose their money in the casino. Picture perfect day, blue sky, low breezy, but not bad. Springtime in the Arizona mountains right here. There's that casino up on the hill. I've never been inside of it. Alright, well, should be right up the street. We'll head out and out to Montezuma Castle. It should be just opening time I get out here. They open at 9 o'clock. I was here once many moons ago, a few years actually. Parking lot's small. It's hard to get an RV in here, especially when they get busy. They'll restrict RVs coming in here. You can only get in here usually by car. But these old ancient Arizona ruins are something to see. I'm going to try to catch a few of them here this year. Matter of fact, right up the road in Cottonwood, just past Cottonwood, is Tuzigoot ruins. I thought after we checked these out, we'd run over there as well today. This is the final leg of our Grand Canyon trip. Been quite an adventure, hasn't it? Visited Grand Canyon, at Hermit Road, Walnut Canyon, the crater, Winslow. Now I figured we'd finish it off in this area here. Alright, I think this is about where we enter it. It's on the other side of that mountain there off to the right. They have overflow parking. I believe if you come in with an RV, they make you park and you got to walk about a half mile. So if you're going to get out here, get early. Right there off the left, there's their overflow parking. They just now opened up the gates. So it's a good mile to get down in here to the visitor center. We're up in elevation here. Got to be around 6,000 feet. Jerome, Cottonwood, Clarkdale, Sedona is all up in this area. If you kept going up I-17, you'd be right up in the Flagstaff. So we're kind of making a loop on this little excursion. That sign said, "Buses, turn your engines off when you're parked." Look how green it is here, huh? If I remember right, there's a little river that flows through. Look at all the cars getting in here too. I'm not the only one early. All right, made it. Here's visitor center. I'm gonna whip around, park in the RV section. I definitely won't fit in one of these little parking areas. This is a fee-based place. You gotta pay to get in, but my senior card, lifetime pass, will get me in for free. I've used that for years and years. All right, I'm gonna sneak way up here to the very end. All right, let me get geared up, get the cameras out, batteries. We'll take a little walk. Picture of the castle there. We'll see that in just a minute. Take a little walk outside. They got trails here. It's absolutely incredible, these ruins, just like Walnut Canyon. But we can't get close here like we did at the Walnut one. All right, well, let's head out. We'll check her out. Betcha. You're welcome.
Nina, did you say thank you? Thank you.
It's day use only here. Picnic areas, no campgrounds. There you can see some of it. It's incredible where they built this, though. Wow, look at the size of that tree, the trunk of that thing. It's like 3 trees in one, isn't it? That is huge. There it is, up on the cliff. Get a little closer. Now you can see it a little bit Montezuma Castle is what they call it. How in the heck did they build that thing like that? Well, they come over the top with ropes? I mean, that thing's hundreds and hundreds of years old. Creekside community. Yeah, there's a river that flows through here. I'll walk over to it. Just incredible to think how they did that. One thing, it's on a vertical cliff, rock face wall, whatever you want to call it. And it's still here, centuries later. I mean, how in the heck do you get up there? They had to pack water, food, everything up there. Just amazing. Extremely well built, too, still here. Now you can just see the sheer size of it in the rock wall. History. Part of Arizona, ancient history. Alright, well, I think down the path a little way is supposed to be a few more ruins. Go check those. Well, they got them blocked off. You can't go up the path any farther. But there's some of the dwellings. There's squirrels running in and out of the holes up there. But see this? It's blocked. They won't let you up there. But they're everywhere in here.
I guess it is.
Yeah, it's a big.
I thought it was something else.
Yeah, we did too.
He's well fed.
There's more right in there. All those holes. And here's our water source. So they had plenty of water. Just can't imagine packing that all the way up them cliffs like that. Water's heavy. And they got like a little outside area for their ceremonies. I'm sure they have several a year here. Not that big, is it? Well, let's run over that Tuzigoot. We got time. It's early in the morning yet. It's not even quite 10 o'clock. Let's run over to Cottonwood. I believe there's a few trails you can hike here. Not real sure, but I'd rather run over to Tuzigoot, check out those ruins. Those are something. We'll take one last look up here. There they are, Montezuma Castle. Isn't that just cool? Too cool for school. All aboard? Everybody in the van? I had to say that. Fasten your seatbelts. Here we go. It's a few miles, about 20 to get over there. We should make it in about 30-40 minutes. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for your newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Got all kinds of cool stuff in there, free downloadable puzzles, articles, pictures about previous travels, future travels, all kinds of cool stuff, all about RVerTV. And we got a merch shop. Got the Armchair Traveler series, coffee mugs, hats, shirts. Also, the heck yeah hats, shirts, mugs, which are very, very popular. What a cool saying. Heck yeah. which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one, checking out this Montezuma Castle and these ancient ruins around northern Arizona. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. All right. There's that casino, Cliff Castle, I believe is the name of it. Pretty sure where they used to let RVs park in the lower parking lot. I think you could stay overnight if you registered. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, right off the left, that parking lot. It's a big time casino though. It's always been very popular with RVs and snowbirds, all that, doing the I-17, because I-17 south will take you straight down into Phoenix. And I think I said earlier up north, right into Flagstaff. Speaking of which, here's I-17. Just need to go down here a couple miles, pick up Highway 260, which will take us straight up into Cottonwood. All right, here we go. right, we're getting into Old Town, historic Cottonwood, Arizona. Very, very popular. These little towns are now booming up here. Clarkdale, Cottonwood. Sedona's always been super high end. Very expensive to live up here. You're above the valley heat, the lower desert. A lot of people like coming up here. Okay, here's the downtown district. I'm just gonna cruise through it. So you can see some of the old buildings, real Western themed, old time. Little shops. There's a winery, breweries, bars, restaurants. It's always very busy down here too. Some of the old signage still on the buildings. Once again, this Old Town Cottonwood. Tuzigoot National Monument is just about 3-4 miles past here before we get up to Clarkdale. That'd be kind of cool to check out. Kind of fits with Montezuma Castle. All these ruins tie together. Alright, you just seen downtown. Downtown Cottonwood, yay! Alright, we'll be out here in no time. Okay, we're just out of Cottonwood. Look at that. Clarkdale town limits is right out here too. That's a long ways out. You know what else is up here in Clarkdale is that Verde Railroad. I rode that a couple years ago. It was okay. Very long train ride. You go all the way up in the mountains and then they come straight back. But it was worth it. It was worth doing one time. You know, they have drink cars and they feed you food and all that kind of stuff too. It's included in your ticket. Make sure you check out that video. I'll put that video link in the description for the railroad. Alright, matter of fact, there was a sign for the Verde Canyon Railroad. Okay, my turnoff for Tuzigoot should be right up here to the right. Here we go. Look at those cliffs out there. They say that this whole flat area that we're going to drive through is all from the mines, the copper mines. all the tailings and spoils of the mining operation. They created this whole valley down here. That the road that we're going to drive across, there's the river. That's the same one that was going through Montezuma Castle, I think. Verde River. They got kayaking and canoeing, all kinds of stuff. Getting close. Starting to heat up. Get a little warmth for the day. Springtime in Arizona. Perfect. There it is. Entrance to Tuzigoot. More ancient Native American ruins. Just a ton of history. This one's also fee-based. You got to pay to get in unless you have a senior pass like I do. Cost me $80 many years ago for a lifetime pass. Plus you get discounts on camping and their gift shops, which I never really use that, but I've used it so many, clear across the country. I've used that pass. All right, I'm gonna park right behind this motorhome. We'll take a little walk, go check out these ruins. Why not, huh? Very dry. Not too green here, is it? They get fires up here, but it's super dry right now. We did not have much of a winter here in Arizona at all. Snowpack is way down. But right out there, that's those spoils from the mining. Right up that hill, well, mountain. That's Jerome up there. Old haunted mining town. I'm not going to go there this year. Filmed that last year. We'll save it. If I have time, I'll try to get up into Clarkdale because we're only like a mile away. Maybe 2 miles. Here it is. Here's that. How they created the area that we just drove over. With all the spoils from the mining. Well, let me go check in the visitor center real quick. It's a lot of it's reconstructed, but they've found all kinds of pottery. When they did the original excavation here, just incredible what these guys. There it is. It looked like just a mountaintop. They dug it out, got the ruins exposed, and then they rebuilt it to what we'll see today when we hike up there. That's what it looked like in the early 1930s. Pretty cool, huh? Look at all the people going through the spoils of the excavations. And there's the folks that did it. Thank you for saving history, huh? so we can enjoy it now. 1932. All right, well, let's take a little walk. From rubble to reconstruction. Trail is, oh, the lower trail's closed due to lightning. They just don't want people on it. Same view they had centuries ago, except for the mines and that valley must have looked totally different. There's a visitor center down there, but the cliffs would have been the same. I always think that when I come to these places, what view they had all them years ago. Part of it would have been this. There's the Montezuma Castle and the Montezuma Well. See, it is connected. People of the Verde. So these two sets of ruins are connected. It's a few miles from here, but I guess not that many. You can see they added cement, they put the rocks back in place, reconstructed a lot of these dwellings. An evolving village. So over time they kept adding on to it. But up here on top of this hill, what a view they had, huh? I believe this goes around in a big loop. We'll just walk around the outer edge of it. Moving on. Think of all the copper they had access to in the hills. Water, copper, trees. Probably had farmland around here. So pretty good area. Up here too, you can get a touch of snow. Wouldn't have been super hot like down in the lower valleys, lower desert. But it can get hot here though. The summer, even Sedona. But the nights cool off. That's one thing about being up here. Makes you wonder who got to live on top with the best view and who was living down in the lower sections. That stonework is just beautiful, isn't it? Rich in minerals. Yeah, my goodness. Copper, gold. All these hills around here. Jerome is honeycombed with mines. Just a massive mining operation up there. There's how they created that area that we just drove over. All the spoils. Just filled up that whole lower section right down there. Out of the mines. Isn't that something? That's huge. Rocks, rituals, and resources. Yeah, they had it here. But they had to use wood for like roofs. This is just the walls and the foundations. It had to be some kind of a wood structure on top of this stuff. When you see the old pictures that they created, what it used to be, they all show like wooden roofs. But once again, what you can't recreate is the view. It's still the same. Not very big rooms, are they? Wonder how many people were living in one at a time. Shows the workers and volunteers putting all this together. This is probably one of the best set of ruins. Of course, it's reconstructed now. When we're at Walnut Canyon, that was the real deal. Those were not reconstructed. Those were the real deal right in the rock. Wasn't that something? What a hike. My legs were sore the next day after that, I'll guarantee you. That was quite a hike. Well, pretty good. I'm gonna head back towards the van. I don't know if I have time to sneak up to Clarkdale or not. I have to see. There it is. Now there's a picture. See, it shows a roof, ladders, and walls. That makes more sense, doesn't it? The different architecture they used. But what a effort to recreate all this. This was just a big mound of ruins and spoils, and they dug it out and recreated it, found the old wall line and everything, all the old foundations. Well, we're in May now. I'm only about 3 weeks out from hitting the road. We're 2026 travel season starts soon. Sneaking up on me fast. In a couple weeks, I'll probably do a live stream. I'll be announcing the travel season here in a couple weeks. Even Memorial Day's earlier this year. It's on the 25th. Incredible how fast this year is flying by, isn't it? Pretty darn cool day checking out these old ruins of Arizona. Been wanting to do this for quite a while, especially at Montezuma Castle. Look at that, they even got their own little weather station here. Alright, gonna be heading back down the mountain. Gonna be doing a little bit on Route 66, the 100-year centennial. Here we go. We're out of here. Weather held up good. A little breezy, a little warm, not bad. But it's Arizona in the spring. Heck yeah. Journey never ends. Talk soon.